Yanjing, a 1,300-year-old ancient salt field in Tibet. Located right on the edge of the river, this is a source of life for many people, a place where the tranquility of nature touches the human spirit struggling to support their families, collecting salt grains for a sweeter tomorrow. And this is a unique and amazing portrait of a 1,000-year-old ancient salt field in Tibet. Yanjing Ancient Salt Field is located in Markam County, right on the border between southeast Tibet and northern Yunnan Province. The landscape offered is so unique, with colorful plots of fields supported by thousands of wooden poles as supports, producing a rare portrait that may be rarely found in other parts of the world. Located along the Mangkang River, this is the only place in China where salt is still produced on a large scale using primitive techniques. The history of the salt industry in Markam County began 1,300 years ago, during the Tang Dynasty, in 608 to 97 AD, which was passed down from generation to generation. Salt sales are the main source of income for local villagers. This area is indeed famous for its salt springs and salt deposits. It is located between the Changtang and Lamping basins to Simao, which also have salt springs and strata containing salt. The salt fields here can produce salt all year round. The best quality salt can be produced in March and April, when the weather and sun conditions are ideal. Currently, there are about 4,300 salt fields in Markam, producing 1.5 million kilograms of salt annually. Salt products have become an important source of income for local people. It can be said that this is like life for them. There are more than 300 families involved in salt production. The average annual income of a family in this village is about 46,000 yuan, or $6,200 per year. This allows local residents to have higher expectations for their quality of life. The ancient salt fields and the valuable skills in making salt in the area have great natural, historical, scientific, social, and cultural value. Therefore, in 2012, the Yanjing salt fields were included in the list of World Cultural Heritage Sites. The salt production process is quite simple and goes through several stages. Villagers use traditional methods of producing salt by hand that have been passed down from generation to generation. The workers, most of whom are women, carry special buckets to collect salt water from wells near the river. This water has a very high salt content and is needed in the salt-making process. After filling the container with salt, they then take the water to the fields to be poured. The water is then dried and exposed to sunlight and wind. This process usually takes 7 to 8 days, and after undergoing the evaporation process, crystals or white salt grains will appear on the surface of the fields. Usually the top layer of salt is better than the bottom layer. The different colors on the surface of the fields illustrate the process of salt formation. The longer the water is dried, the texture will change to white and crystallize. Salt that has undergone the crystallization process is then harvested and collected into containers in the form of plastic and sacks. The salt is cleaned of dirt or soil that is still attached and is then ready to be sold to various regions in China. In addition to anchoring life to the salt fields, some local residents also do farming activities. Rice is an agricultural commodity that is developed here. Located not far from the salt fields, the expanse of green rice fields adjacent to the residents' settlements presents an extraordinary view. Thanks to the uniqueness of this salt field, it finally attracts so many tourists. Visitors come from various regions in China and even abroad to witness the process of making traditional salt that is thousands of years old. The presence of tourists also has a positive impact on residents who benefit from tourism, and their enthusiasm for making salt also increases. Yanjing salt fields in Mangkam County, Tibet, is a shining example of how man and nature can come together in beautiful harmony. The rich history and living culture of this area reflects the resilience of humanity in the midst of a natural wonder. Despite the challenges, the salt production in these fields remains a valuable asset to the local community and a cultural heritage worth preserving. With its stunning natural beauty, rich history, and commitment to protecting the environment, Yanjing Salt Fields is a destination worth visiting and exploring. It is a reflection of the fusion of man and nature in one of the most stunning places on Earth.